successful afterwards. So I'm very, very pleased to be able to introduce our fourth recipient this evening, Sister Kathleen McKinney.
Thank you, Mary Ellen, and thank you, Dr. Ross, and all the members of the School of Education at St. John's. I consider this a great honor to be named one of the lead honorees. I congratulate the other honorees, John, Stephen, and Maureen. And of course, as we all know, Maureen is a TMLA alum, so go Maureen. I find it ironic to be thanked for something that I absolutely love doing. I love being a teacher, and whether I'm an administrator or whatever role I'm in, I am a teacher. And it is truly a privilege. Each of us in the field of education knows the privilege that is ours. The education that I received at St. John's has enabled me to minister well over these years. I applaud the School of Ed for their commitment to education. The constant updating and new programs contribute tremendously to this field. I think if we went into any school in this area, we would see the influence of St. John's University School of Education, and I applaud them for that. Since it is very close to my heart, I have to say a special thanks for the programs that enable Catholic school educators to receive their degrees here. I know that we are all grateful for that. I'd like to give a special mention to a wonderful group of educators that I face every single day, except Saturday and Sunday, and then sometimes Saturday and Sunday. But I thank all of the wonderful faculty members and staff from the Mary Louise Academy. It is my privilege to minister alongside of them. I'd also like to thank the congregation of the Sisters of St. Joseph, who gave me the opportunity to come to St. John's and to receive my degree. It's funny, at Mary Louise, a friend of mine says, "You're the only person I know who uses your degree every single day," because I always refer to it. I'm sure each one of us who has studied here has many stories about studying at St. John's School of Education, and there are two that I would like to share. I would call them a high and a low. I would love to say they're about some esoteric theory in administration. They're not. They're more personal. The first one, I call this a high. I was trying to schedule my classes one term, and I ended up in the finance office, where we all end up. And I looked pretty much the way I do now. Suit, high heels, with a face that was a little younger, but not much younger. And I waited in the finance office for a little while, and this lovely young woman came out. And she looked me right in the face, and she said, "So you're here about the track scholarship?" Obviously, there had been a mix-up, but for one brief, shining moment, that was a high, one of the many highs. The low was a little different. Let me set the stage. It was 2 days before Christmas. I was finishing up my studies and I had begun writing my dissertation. I had my proposal accepted. I had written most of Chapter 2, the review of the literature. I did not own a computer. I had discs with everything on them. And I had, of course, a second set of discs with everything on them. I also had 2 books from the library at St. John, which had wonderful information about what I was studying. And so I left here on December 23rd and put everything in my car. And I also had a little Christmas tree for my mother. So I went to her house and I said, books, Christmas tree, books, Christmas tree. And I took the Christmas tree into my mother. And I said, I'll pick these up later. Well, the next day I went out. I think you know where this is going. My car, and more importantly, all of my studies were gone. Nothing was ever found. I learned 2 lessons. One is, don't leave your dissertation in a car. But secondly, I learned that the people from the St. John's School of Ed were compassionate, helpful, encouraging. I have to thank Dr. John Tarter in particular for his graciousness. So obviously I did finish, and I am most grateful to all at St. John's for helping me through that setback and for this wonderful evening. Thank you so much.